Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm falling behind on making my videos because I've just been so busy lately. But as you've probably heard in videos before, my my SSD died. I got my replacement, and so I have currently a temporary SSD in there, and now I'm going to clone the current SSD to my new replacement, and so you get to watch. Hopefully, we'll see. So the program I use is ASUS 2 Backup Advanced Server 9. This is an older piece of software, but it works really, really well. The only thing that usually has a problem with is when you first activate the hard drive after cloning it, you have to sometimes go through and run a script to trigger it, but we'll see. So we go into clone and find the SSD and select it. And hopefully it sees the new drive. And it does not. That sometimes happens. So let's go ahead and cancel that for a moment. And go into computer management and see if we can find the drive there. I bet you it has to be activated. That happens. So let's go into here. And nope, don't see it there. Go into device management. So yeah, anytime you're cloning a hard drive, you may have to do these additional steps. Let's see if you can find it. You are not finding it. Interesting. I've got it plugged in. So let's give this a reboot and I will be right back. And welcome back, everyone. The computer has been rebooted. Let's see if we can see it now. So let's go into computer management. We're going to look at the device manager, disk drives, and now it sees it. Go figure, right? We're going to go into disk management. There's the activation that was wanting to do. GPT is what you use, simply because I just need full capacity and security and so on and so forth. So now we're going to activate it. It should show up now in the drive list, which it does. Now we can go do that to do advanced server. There we go. And yes, by the way, this is not a free program, because I have it as a, for professional reasons. Obviously, it's why I have it. So we're going to go in through cloning. We're going to find the small SSD that I have. Yep, that is correct. Make sure. Shows the C drive, correct, and this is the source. Sure we're not taking any other partitions by accident. Next, we're going to now go find the drive that was just installed, and this is not uncommon to see when you activate a drive, especially in Windows. It will automatically partition out a part of it. Just check it out, do the whole thing. It's going to give you the notice, hey, we're going to wipe out that partition. And that's perfectly fine. So this is 4 times smaller than this one. Just leave it in there because then we can resize these partitions later on. So we're going to go proceed. All information on the destination drive will be lost. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And now we go through it. This process can usually take anywhere between, especially on mechanical drives, it can take a couple hours to do. SSDs usually work a little bit faster. However, they're not perfect on their own either. So sometimes they could take up an hour. So if it looks like this is going to be a long process, I will definitely pause the video and go from there. If it doesn't quite work right, I might pop off the phone and record the rest of it that way, but we'll see. So yeah, this is just where it's going through, and it's basically taking every file, every partition, everything that you see there and copying it from one hard drive, which is the 256 gigabyte or 250 gigabyte SSD that I had temporarily put in, and copying it to the 1 terabyte SSD that I just, like I said, got the replacement for and put it in. So, and it's already did, a couple of the partitions already, and it's already set automatically. This particular program automatically recognizes SSDs and will do those partitions and file settings automatically. You don't have to do anything. There is, when you're doing a hard drive clone, the mechanical drives, there is an option when you're going through like a couple of steps back at the bottom. It says do a sector by sector copy. Sometimes you prefer to do that, especially on a hard drive that's dying. That way it copies even the bad sectors. It copies, because if you can copy the bad sectors to the new hard drive, then you can tell Windows later on to go in and recover the information that's in those bad sectors, or that was marked bad. Recover those files, move them to a different load, check that sector. If that sector is now good because it's a new drive, it reallocates that, puts it back into, so you kind of gain that space, but you have to do the sector by sector to get that, because if not, it reads a bad sector and it doesn't read it during the cloning process. Oh, I hear ambulances. Never a good sign. Excuse me while I get a drink of coffee here. So yeah, it says estimated time 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Complete so far is about 2.5. So yeah, this takes a little bit. It's not instantaneous. I had a client come in the other day, brought me a new 1 terabyte SSD, not the sticks, brought me a regular one, and brought me their dying hard drive and their computer actually. And so, okay, here you go. I'll let you clone it. I was like, you realize this is going to take hours, right? This is not a he goes, no, it doesn't take you 5 minutes. I was like, no. Even SSD to SSD takes more than 5 minutes. So yeah, and it ended up being 48 hours to do his entire process, because I tried to clone his dying hard drive first, just to see, and the dying hard drive had so many bad spots on it, it just would not go past 67%. So I took his SSD, loaded up Windows 10 Pro on it, put in all the basic stuff that we normally do, and then used the data recovery program to recover as much information as I could off that dying hard drive. Again, 67% is where it died, and he was even happy with that. Ironically, that was kind of funny. It was an indirect referral from Best Buy. So he had literally went up to Best Buy and put the computer on the desk. Sorry about the eye itch. It seems like every time I make a video I've got one. But he had literally taken his desktop up to Best Buy and put the hard drive down, or the tower down, and the hard drive he wanted to do, and he goes, here, can you recover all my files? They was like, no, you need somebody who is more local that does that. So I didn't get a direct referral from Best Buy Geek Squad, but yeah, he lives nearby. He's heard of my name before, so, or Computer Garage before, so he like called me up and said, can you do it? It's like, yeah, bring it over, drop it off, I'll get it started. And like I said, when he dropped it off, he thought it was like going to be a 5 minute. He goes, but SSDs are like 10 times faster. Well, 6. Yours is 4 because it's the 2.5, not the stick. I said, but yeah, it's not a 5 minute job. If it was a 5 minute job, no one would ever make money doing this. It's not really, and this is why I'm kind of recording it like this. Me cloning my own hard drive, and this is using, again, SSDs M.2s, which is the fastest hard drives right now, and you can see this is probably going to be 10 minutes easily, and that's just the cloning process that doesn't make it work yet. So yeah, it's not especially on a dying hard drive, with those mechanical drives that are dying. Yeah, it's not a 5 minute boom boom. Movies ruin everyone. I kind of think that's funny. They can break into an office, put a flash drive in, and copy everything off of a hard drive onto a flash drive in like 4 minutes. Nope, not in reality. Rumor has it, and it's a rumor. It's a speculation. I've never seen it, never, seen it, anything like that. But rumor has it that on the federal level, for federal law enforcement, they have the capability of cloning hard drives really, really quick, especially the mechanical ones. But it's not, again, not in 5 minutes. You ain't gonna get it done in 5 minutes. And you've probably seen those. I used to have one. I've got the cheaper version of it now. This works for a laptop, but there's your data transfer cable. Nope, this is something else. But it's the same thing. It's data transfer cable. You hook up your hard drive to it. I know I got it around here somewhere. I just found it the other day. I thought I had it up there. Guess not. Oh well, not as important, but it's got a USB ribbon on it, and on the other end of the USB ribbon is, you've got your 40 pin or your 44 pin for your 3.5-inch IDE hard drives, and your 44 pin for your smaller hard drives, and then you plug it in, you give it power, and you do this, and it will clone. But yeah, rumor has it on the federal level they have some docking stations where they can put one drive in, one button, boom, and supposedly, allegedly, it's done in 5 minutes. No, I mean, they've got the docking stations like that, but you're not going to do a hard drive in 5 minutes. I don't care what technology you've got. You can only spin those platters so fast. You go too fast, you'll ruin the platters. You'll get no information off of it. Hey, look, it's done. I know, just me rambling here. So you're going to click finish as soon as it recognizes it. Come on, finish up. Interesting. Took a total of 7 minutes to clone that drive. There it goes. And we're going to back out, and I'm going to stop recording because I do need to reboot the computer, take the old hard drive out, leave the new one in, and it should boot perfectly in theory. If not, I will have to do some tweaking, and if I have to do some tweaking, I'll put it on my cell phone and edit it into the YouTube video. So I'll be back in a moment. Go, we are now rebooting. I hope that file saved. Oops. Hopefully OBS is smart enough to know to reboot or save the file as it's being recorded. If not, I just lost a few minutes. Oh wow. So there's the BIOS booting up. There's Windows booting up. It now should shift over to partition master to resize. There it is. Like I said, this usually takes a couple of moments to resize your partitions. Being an SSD, it should go a lot quicker. And if it sounds muffled, I'm sorry. That's because I've got my hand in front of the microphone. If you're the impatient person, this will drive you nuts. So there's the reboot. There's Windows loading. There's the partition master boot mode. Taking control, hopefully. Maybe it failed to take control the last time. Nope. Rebooting. Might not let me in. We shall see. And this is why you don't destroy your source disk until you're done. Hey, there we go. That was kind of quick. Might have been so fast I didn't see it. So I'm gonna put my password in. Gotta hide it. You know how that is. Even though you can't see it, it's all dots, not the point. Whoops, wrong password. Hate when that happens. And coming back in. And let's see. I'm going to pause this video and open up the OBS video recorder and see what we got. So, note to self, and for anyone using OBS, you have to shut down OBS before you do a reboot or you will lose the file. The file will stay there, it just says it can't render it. Silly me. What was I thinking? But just to show you, Partition Master did do its job and up that to 1 terabyte. So that's very good. So I now have all of my space back because I've got the replacement drive. Now I can load up the rest of my stuff that I, didn't do from the backups, such as, my Steam accounts and my games and so on and so forth. I can load up the rest of those and all is good. But as you see, If you're recording with OBS, don't do a restart or you'll lose that file. So, but yep, there you go. That's how you do a hard drive cloning, SSD to SSD. Usually they're very quick. But if you're doing it from, a mechanical drive, it can literally take hours. I've had one where I've been recovering a dying hard drive. It took a week for it to go through, and even then it never successfully cloned because there was just so much damage to it. But it kept chugging along, so as long as it kept moving, I kept letting it go. So yep, there you go. If you found this useful, I would tell you to like, share, and subscribe, as it is up here in the corner, but it's not up here because I'm actually using my desktop. But like, share, and subscribe, down this way, over this way. Hit that thumbs up if you got us. If you're able to subscribe. If you don't have a Google account, you can always find us over on Facebook at Computer Garage Ohio. In the search box, you'll find us there. Computer problems, such as what I just did, you don't want to deal with that mess, give us a call, 567-855-1274. Schedule an appointment. We can come to you if you're in our service area and pick it up. You can schedule a time to drop it off, and we'll take care of it. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.